contests on EA Sports. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between these road warriors and the home team. Alongside Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott, and the NFL playoffs are finally upon us. We don't know who the teams will be just yet, but one thing we do know, partner, whoever makes it through to the end of the gauntlet ahead. Ball is teed up, and with the boots, the NFL postseason has officially begun. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
Kid, I think we've gotten a pretty good sense of the type of NFL quarterback he's going to be as he's worked through his second season and he's put his team on this postseason stage. Now we get to see the type of leader he could be when every single play, every single moment is bigger than it was in the regular season.
Still to go here. This is second down.
It's a gain of 5.
I'll throw it. He finds a Cockwell for the grab. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
First carry now. This is Bashal Tu'u. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Good run. Gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Dropping back to throw. Finds his running back. This is Bashal Tu'u. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. We've set it down from 37.
Complete to Bashal Tu'u.
Taken in by Chase, left side. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they bring him down around the 34.
That's a gain of 3. It's
a throw, 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And they're going to bring him down, but what a great effort. He moves this all the way down inside the 10. They have it 1st and goal, an early lead available here in the postseason. Tu'u gets it from the gun. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
2nd and goal, they're going to throw. And this is going to be hauled in for the touchdown. These guys finish up an excellent opening series. It's a DeMar Chase touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some down in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Going after up and good by McPherson. And his guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
Okay, we turn the page here to playoff football and wild card weekend and sudden death nature of it. That old adage of throwing to score and running to win time and again comes to life. This QB, he threw all season long, put him in this position. They're going to have some balance today to get the job done.
Another try on the 25. It's 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. He puts some air under it deep down. Tried to float that one in, and defenders there for the interception. Maxwell Hairston picks it off. scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Their offense headed back out for its second drive of the contest. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike.
Complete to Chig Okonkwo.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
4 yards on the pickup.
Throwing now off the play action.
At the 47-yard line.
Okonkwo brings it in. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
A 7-yard
To the
gain.
line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Sticking to the air here. That's below the catch out left. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. On the give, it's Tootin. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They'll air it out on 3rd. He's making a bid for it. And take him down right along the 30. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps the drive moving. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Inside give here for Tootin. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. A bigger gap in the future.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. And off to Tootin. And no questioning on that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, so he's just going to hurl this one away. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 1.
Running from the pistol. It's Tootin. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. He'll work against the blitz. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. These guys pull that in front further, 13-zip. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Extra point added on by McPherson. And these guys drive out to an early 14-0 lead. We've got a break in the action. Looks like someone was shaken up on the play. Medical personnel out now to attend to him. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. This makes it up to the 25. Right there, out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. Our score, 14-0. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back for the start of the second. Our visiting offense out in possession of the ball. They start out 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. A quick slant into the hands of Downs. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Gain of 15 there. And that's going to bring up 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
1st down, a run with Barkley. Winning there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. Shotgun snap to Nix. This is caught by Isaiah Likely. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. There's the fake. Here's Nix. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Nix from the gun. Finds the in route complete. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives him the 1st.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. It's a good work, but reset those changes.
And he's stopped out at the 16 after a small gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. And this could have been much, much more exciting.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. To the air on 3rd and long. Finds Barkley underneath. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break Brock as they force this 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Nix. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. It's 2nd and goal. Play action with Nix. And this one hurts. Had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. 3rd down coming up. Now a pause to attend to an injured player, and this is a worrying sight. It is Saquon Barkley who was hurt on the play. Last 2 passes haven't worked out. Another one likely coming. It's 3rd and goal. 3rd and long for him here. That one connects. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly.
And the catch is made for the touchdown. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal. to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
The extra point is up and through by Luke. And his guys chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Now hold on a moment, folks. Got a player in some discomfort after that one. He's going to receive some assistance as we take a brief timeout. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Returning it from the 4. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And they're going to have a first down now.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's another first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? He can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 27-yard line.
Rolling from the gun here. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. So 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He has it at the 5! And in he goes for the touchdown. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock. Well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Going after up and good by McPherson. And these guys double their lead to 14.
Team 21. Visitors 7. Kevin McPherson.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. This offense making its way back out now. And they need some kind of score here, Brock, to keep this from getting away from them on the road in the postseason. On first down, it's Nix. To the right and reeled in by Downs. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's good. We're up first down. It's a gain of 23 yards.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Finds his man. It's Ricky Pearsall. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Looking now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards. So 2nd and 6 awaits on the other side. We've reached our 2-minute warning. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again. Here's Nix. Hits him on the out route. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. It's caught left side by Hill. He takes this down to the 24-yard line. Sent to the ground by Maxwell Hairston.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
Once more, it's Nix. He's going to keep it this time. He's within striking distance. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another 1st down.
From the red zone on 1st. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Headed in the wrong direction, Brock, as they take 2nd and goal now from the 13. Nix off the play action. And the connection made in the end zone. Touchdown! It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Luke tacks on the extra points. And his guys chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Visitors 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This return starts at the 5. He brushed him off with ease. Their offense headed out now. Not much time left before the half. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They're going to try and throw it here. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
It's a gain of 8.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He beams one deep right side. So the heave knocked away from the intended target and brings up 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Takes it in at the 21. And this return's going to leave him with enough time for definitely 2, maybe even 3 plays before halftime. This offense getting to take the field one more time in the half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And have him gain up about a handful there. Ashton Gelati driving in there for the stop. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. They take the handoff. Now Nix. That one finds his man, likely. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Nix is hit. He lost that football. And it looks like the defense has it. Not much added after the recovery, partner, so that is where they'll take possession from the fumble.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This is a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA. Gonna have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly. We're skipping right through to the starts of the third quarter. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So their offense will have it first to begin quarter number 3. And they're going to try to take the lead back to one possession here after that last score pushed it up to 24-14. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Looks like they're giving about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffled around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
It's Nix out of the pistol. Dumped off to his running back. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
On third down, here's Nix. Lobs this up, left sideline, looking for something big. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. Their offense running back out now. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. All set to go now from the 35. Throwing now on first down. Breaks across midfield, hits the opposing territory. And he's finally taken down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And they'll manage to contain him after that 6-yard pickup. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making a stop. First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4.
At the 33-yard line.
So they'll give it to Tootin. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down.
A loss of a yard on the play. It's now
Back to throw now. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down.
Blankenship on the coverage.
Evan McPherson lining up the field goal try. He was good on his first kick. Going to need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
His return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37.
A gain of 16 yards.
First down, and they go right back to it. Well, a lot of effort there, Party, but no results. He fought through that one stomp, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
At the 37.
Nix. It's a screen to Barkley. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core. Football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Nick's trying to sneak it. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
2 yards on the play. Results in a first down.
Nick's from the gun. This one's out to Pearsall on the left side. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
A 3-yard pickup.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Finds him over the middle. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6.
He'll try to do it himself. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of
1st down from the 41.
That's another first down. A gain of a yard.
Shotgun snap to Nix. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
Nix's pass.
2nd down. Still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Nick Martin on the coverage.
To throw. Here's Nix. Taken in on the right side by Pearsall. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
5 yards on the play. And it's
Now Nix on 3rd down. Finds his man down. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
a gain of 6.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On the draw, it's Barkley. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. Got a nice little gain on the ground.
And he'll go down here at the 16. Hang on now. Looks like we've got an injured player out there and in need of some aid. So we'll step away briefly as they work on him. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking inside the red zone. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun. He completes it in traffic. And he's tackled for a short gain.
A 3-yard gain on the play.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. And the defender comes away with it. Picked up by Deontay Bates.
You knew before this drive started the field goal was not going to be good enough, but that meant the coverage also knew how to play it, how to concentrate, how to focus, and those defenders, they influenced that throw, and even more so, took it away.
Now this offense getting set to work here. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And this is going to be contained at the 25-yard line. That was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Downfield, and Tislav has it. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. That one naps him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And he works this to the 38 before going down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. They have it with the lead. Just need to close this quarter out for a playoff win. Second and 6 coming up here. Working now from the gun. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. 3rd down, they need 7.
A loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Air it out on 3rd. It is cut left side. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
Okay, that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
8 yards on the pickup, 2nd and goal at the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Tootin again. And this time he gets in for the touchdown. These guys making a 3-score game in the 4th. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And the pass is the right call on the 2-point try, but we've got Laundry on the field, so let's listen. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Setting up to throw. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead. Oof, backed up 10 yards. Seemed like a better spot to maybe pack it in and just try to kick it. Pretty tough to convert from the 12.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kate. And actually, we see these other leagues trying to incorporate a 1-point, 2-point, 3-point from a distance like this, and they almost never go for it because the odds are pretty long in getting the conversion.
Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. This offense getting all set for this series. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That's good. We're on first down. First and 10.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Going to the ground again on first. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Completed over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. Complete to Ricky Pearsall.
Here's a look for Nix. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
And he's brought down at the line.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Long, they're going to throw. Skips it short of his man. That brings up fourth down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr.
Okay, that's just one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win. You feel like you got to force the issue. And you force the issue, and interceptions follow.
Now this offense ready to head back out. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. The toss play to Tootin. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Looks like they're going option keeper on first and 10. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. Second down coming up.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held that line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
Second down give to Tootin. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
He was brought down by Cedric Gray. A loss of 1 brings up third down and 11.
Throw here, third down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And this stays a 19-point game.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week, specifically because of that miss.
Oh, he gets him behind the line, and he loses the football. It's picked up by the defense. And his return will reach the end zone. Touchdown. These guys keep adding that fourth-quarter lead. Like a freight train leaving the station after scooping off that bubble. Oh, he got moving on his way to the end zone, Brock. Nice hustle from the big man.
Is there anything more fun than seeing these big old human beings get their chance to get on the scoreboard? You see how it just ignites everybody.
McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And these guys grow their lead yet again.
Our home team 40, visitors 14.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. His return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. This offense ready to get going again now. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense has eaten, it's been a tough watch.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's another carry from Barkley. They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up third down. So 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Here he goes, third and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
He's going to loft one deep to the left. And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they wait for it unsuccessfully. And now they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Now outruns their offense to take over. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal, trying to miss the mark. Inside give here for 2. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
We've reached the 2-minute warning. These guys coasting to the finish line. Second down, here's an option. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
They're going option keeper on 1st and 10. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup at second down.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
6-yard line.
Hand off to 2. They were ready for him. They won that battle on the ground. This is backed up to the 9. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. Well, safe to say, Brock, the nerves are out of the way. Their playoff run